And we're in, and welcome to something a little bit different, Orbo. Yeah, I know this isn't 2XKO, don't worry, we're just taking a short break, and we'll be back in a week or two, don't worry. But today we're here for Monster Hunter Story 3. Now, before we get into this whole thing, I have a few disclaimers, so you are warned. 1. I have beaten Monster Hunter Story 1. That's where I first found out about this game, and honestly I really love it. 2. I have, let's just say, knowledge of Monster Hunter Stories 2, the mechanics, the gameplay, the story, the characters, etc. Shh, that's a secret. Anyways, so, yes, we are familiar with the Monster Hunter Story series, and originally I wasn't going to play it, but then I realized the trial demo existed, and that the trial demo, whatever you call it, actually carries over to the full game. So I thought, why don't we do a trial on the channel? Basically, if this video does well, I will acquire the full game and we'll do a thorough playthrough. What does that mean? It means, well, we're basically going to cut out the parts where we're walking around aimlessly, and the absolute farming. Not all of it, but most of it. Basically, we'll do everything, and it'll probably take us years to get through. So, I hope it does well on the channel. Anyways, now the disclaimer's done, let's get into it. I cannot wait to play this game, but first we have to make a character. Yeah. And of course, there's no machine option. So, we'll be right back with our custom created character. And as always, I'm just going to do my default NPC look. So, be right back, and then we can get to the game. Alright, we're done, and as always, can you guess who I inspired it off of? Yeah, I like that character. I don't care. The scar is something I threw in because dealing with monsters, of course, we're gonna have a scar. Anyways, enough of that. This is the character we're going with. Let's jump straight into the game and see what happens. I can't wait. I hear a lot of good things about this one. Oh, we gotta come up with a name. I wonder what we'll pick. Alright, we have our name. Obviously it's us. Anyways, let's do this. Confirm. Begin the story. And yes, I know there's talking, so we'll try to be very quiet while it happens. And comment when we can. Alright, let's see how this game is. By the way, these videos are going to be about 30 to 40 minutes in average length. So they're going to be long ones, otherwise, we're never going to get through this game. Alright, here it goes. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Oh, I can't wait. The combat, the monster catching, monster raising apparently, or whatever it is in this game, probably has a really good story. I don't know. Let's see for ourselves. Luckily, I haven't been spoiled to anything. Except for maybe 1 or 2 monsters. Yeah. Oh, and also a disclaimer. I'm a fan of Monster Hunter, but I'm not the biggest one, so I'm going to get all of the names wrong, and I'm not going to recognize a lot. I apologize. Anyways, on with the game. I can't tell if that's snow, crystal, or both. Looks like both. It looks amazing though, whatever it is. Crystal lizard. I like it. Reminds me of a little Spyro. Frozen Velocis something. Okay, so it is ice. Oh, I should also mention, in this trial-free demo version, they just cut you off after 2 hours, but you can still, or no, you don't cut you off, but it's like the first 2 hours of the game, and you have free access to do whatever you want in it. So it's not limited at all. Which is also really nice. Yeah, it's not, here's your monsters, here's your equipment, here's the area, explore and see if you like the, and that's amazing looking. It's beautiful. Okay, recklessly climb. Always. Oh, that's a frozen Agenoth. Agenoth. Again, I'm getting these names wrong. If you happen to know what they're actually pronounced, feel free to let me know. Ah, this is beautiful. I want that as a centerpiece in a home. That's amazing. Like, imagine that instead of a fireplace.
Wait, stay back! Queen Amara.
A queen out here doing work. Nice to see that. I prefer royalty that actually gets out and does something. Of course, you could argue ruling a kingdom is something, but you get what I mean. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Such an improvement. You broke the egg. Great. Ooh, it's so shiny and glowing, and clearly it's important to the story. I wonder if it's a Rathalos. Because of the pattern, the color, and every Monster Hunter game revolves around a Rathalos. Yeah, I know it's the main it's the iconic monster, but... I mean, the third game it starts to get annoying how it's always Ratha. I hope we can at least name our Rathalos. I love her outfit. And that's supposed to be us as a kid. Wish you could customize that instead of having that weird haircut, but whatever. We present to you a hard-boiled egg for dinner. Oh, if the volume's off, I will be adjusting that as we go along.
Could that be?
I wonder what it is.
Incredible. Could it be?
Or a Monster Hunter.
The right of emergence.
It's a Monster Hunter game. I wonder what it could be. And it's a stories game. Alright, all joking aside. Let's see what happens. More crystals, magic crystals. I hope this cutscene doesn't take forever, otherwise it's going to be an hour-long video. But still,
Hear them. Two sounds. Overlapping each other.
as I was saying, it'll be worth it. So much glow.
There's one.
Sound design is also really good. And just a cute little baby Rathalos. And one horn glowing. And it's a special one. The first one has a scar, don't remember the second.
Plain as day.
No duh. And this one's a glowing horn.
It's a miracle. An extinct species here in our kingdom.
Extinct. Ooh. It's twins! And the other one's glowing, of course. I wonder if that's important to the story. Again, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's pretty obvious.
They're twins. An ill omen indeed. And look at their scales.
Why is that a bad thing? If it's an extinct,
The accursed sky scale Rathalos.
if it's an extinct species, we shouldn't be class 2? Or some nonsense with a prophecy, probably. It's always a prophecy.
Monsters are a portent of disaster. Should you wish to oppose this omen, ancient custom dictates
Give them both to me.
that only one may live.
Prophecies, they ruin everything. Alright, are we on to the game now? Okay, well that's us as an adult, so I guess we're in modern day? And everything's frozen. Again. Do we live in the Arctic? Okay, no, it's just this wall. Still beautiful, though. I'm a prince. And I'm not really a fan of royalty, but okay. Maybe I'll be a cool prince. One worthy of the title.
Here comes Simon.
Hey, Leviana. That monster brings back memories that I'd rather not talk about. Ranger Simon. Oh, we're not riders, we're rangers. Better name.
Hate to ruin your fun, but you better get back.
No.
Just give me 1 second.
I'm the prince?
This
I see.
monster is a rare specimen. For all we know, it could have been the master of this forest.
So I'm a monster geek. Love it.
Looks pretty cooped up, all stuck like that. Some people say egg quartz is a gift from the very distant past. A gift? Mm-hmm. The light of their lives may have gone out, but they have much to tell us about the world they lived in.
That's a double Joe, right?
It teaches us about monsters that have gone extinct. In my book, we couldn't have asked the past for anything better. I suppose you're right.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is disconnected from the story of 1 and 2.
Still, how did they even get stuck in there? What really happened to them?
I'm sure we'll find out.
Nice. Putting us to work solving this big confusing mystery of theirs. I guess not. But that's what we Rangers are here for. Come on, let's head back. The rookie's inaugural expedition is today, right? Yeah, but not until the afternoon.
I'd rather study.
Oh, this is bad. I have important business to do. Important business? Yeah, the royal kind. That really is bad. We need to get back, fast.
Of course. Alright, gameplay begin. Alright, move and dash. Okay, so not everything is voice acted. Good to know. This is amazing, though. And I'm going to have to change my camera control and sensitivity. We'll do that real quick. And, of course, it's named Ratha. It's named Ratha. Yeah, it's always named Ratha. Anyways, we'll be right back. Got to adjust the camera options. Should be but a moment. And I didn't mean to do that. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to test out a few things, and I accidentally did this. This is basically where we can read our tutorials and check on our monsters. And this is a pouch with everything we have. You didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, that works. That's better. And a picture of the kingdom. Ooh, I like it. Mountains, forest, water, Azuria. I like. Alright, goggles on. Didn't you already have your Legiana with you? Again, might be loud. I will adjust. Don't worry. We'll see how it is in editing. And there's Ratha the Last. It should be called Ratha the Third at this point. I wonder if we could change that name. Probably not, for story reasons. And we're flying. Or falling with style. I wonder if you could lock full flying later. Yeah, probably not. Otherwise we wouldn't need these wind geysers. Still, this looks amazing. Its graphic style is perfect. That's all I can say. It fits what it does, but it doesn't feel a little off like I have problems with Power World. Just a little bit, not too much. But I love it. This looks amazing. You know what? I'm gonna say it. This game, depending on how everything goes, might make one of my lists. We'll see. Combat, collecting, all that. So I know the combat's boring and the collecting isn't worth it. Your Ratha may carry you the entire time, which would suck. Alright, who are these fools? Hey, Poogie. And the pal. Palico or feline, whatever.
Can't say I've seen him.
That's Prince to you!
Royal Feline Rudy. Cool. Ranger Cora. Like your hair.
Keep it down. I'm trying to sleep here. The ladder's elbow deep in egg quartz as usual.
Ranger Ogden. This is probably like our crew we're playing the game with.
And when is he expected to return?
His tardiness? He should be back soon enough.
Lieutenant Gall. Gall's pal Murray.
That's your prince, you rescued rebel of Rubes! Here he comes now.
Thea. Ranger.
Hey, Captain!
Yeah, I'm guessing these are teammates for the game. Because in the second game they added the partner feature, so I guess in this one, there's like, this is your team, deal with it. Again, I've tried not to get spoiled to anything, just enough to know what I want. Trial version, yep, capacity. Again, if it does well, I will acquire the full game and it will just completely take off from there. You won't even know we switched. It'll be like we were playing the full game the entire time. It will. Okay, kind of them stuns. If these are like anything else, save, fast travel, change time of day, which I believe was a feature in 2. Alright, back, we look forward to you. I'm gonna go on maintenance, save Catavan. We're not going to bother saving, might as well. Just create a save data real quick. And then we'll give us 1 slot. That's weird. And mean. Alright, we have our map. Geography, location, mini-map, yep. Pretty basic stuff. Alright, green dots, people to talk to. Gray dots are just people, objectives, starting point, player, all basic stuff. Alright, let's get to the actual combat of the game. Shall we?
Your Highness.
Welcome back, Your Highness. His Majesty awaits your return. Please proceed to the throne room. I want to fight, but I'll fight him if I have to. Press R1 to show objectives. That's nice, in case you forget. Although I'm guessing if I hit pause, it'll also show me. Oh, it actually gives you a ping. That's great, in case we get lost, because we spend too long farming and doing other stuff. Yeah, that will happen a lot. Ooh, cutscene time. Time to shut up.
Majesty.
Come forward.
Yes.
I'm Prince and title alone.
Delay, Father.
I like that.
How go the Rangers then? Have you made any progress with the encroachment?
Arkin.
Not yet. Nevertheless, our research continues to bear fruit. This morning, in fact, we discovered egg quartz at a new location.
Just like 200 years ago.
A harbinger of conflict to come.
Conflict.
They speak of the Rift War, 2 centuries ago. Records from that era note the appearance of crystallized monsters.
And this has relations with Vermeil Frey. Forgive me, Your Majesty, but this resurgence, it cannot be coincidence.
We have called you here to update you on their movements. We have received tidings of Vermeil mobilizing arms.
What?
The Rangers, too, may well be forced to take up arms when the time comes. Stay at the ready.
At the ready? The Rangers aren't a combat force. They exist to
They
research
exist for the kingdom. And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria. Should the need arise, you will be tasked with duties only you can fulfill.
Okay, we have a bad king. Typical.
We have organized talks with the Vermilion envoys. You will attend as well.
Me?
Your Majesty, are you sure of this?
What about it?
It's just...
If I may, Your Majesty, the Vermeil situation is rather delicate. Our front relations have reignited protests over the incident from 10 years ago. Some denounce the actions of former Queen Amara. The Vermilion who married into our royal house. Entangling the prince in these political machinations will surely endanger him.
No matter. This is an order. Do you understand?
Yes, Father.
So why is the queen dead?
Summon you again. You may go.
Considering how evil this king sounds and the way he's talking about Vermilion, I have my guess. Yeah, it's probably not good. Anyways, gameplay. But I did hear the story's actually pretty good compared to the basic stories of 1 and 2.
Why the long face? Your meeting go that badly?
Yep, I can see why I don't care about being a prince.
It sounds like we're on the brink of war with Vermeil.
Vermilion, not Vermilion. Sorry.
Oh. Well, that would explain why the aristocracy's been so on edge lately.
I've been ordered to join the Vermilion peace talks, but what good can I do?
Be the main character?
The king clearly has high expectations of you. It's a good opportunity. You should go.
I'd rather study monsters.
Easy for you to say. Come on, you must have heard what people say about me behind my back.
But I care more about monsters than anything else. It's true. You know what? I just realized, Orbo. They're perfectly encapsulating the personality of the person playing the game. Do we care about politics? No! What do we want to do? Collect, ride, train monsters. That's why our main character is a monster researcher. I love that detail.
Son of the Turncoat Queen. That's what they call me. I hear it everywhere I go.
Turncoat? Yeah, I think the king executed her.
Only talk I hear of Lady Amara is as the founder of the Rangers and an intrepid protector of monsters.
Okay, so we take after our mom, our dad's evil. We're probably adopted.
Me and the Rangers, have nothing but respect for her.
As we probably should, given how the king acts. Unless this is a complete 180.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, we've all got your back, so stand tall. We know you can do this.
I'm going to probably go to war with Vermil, Azuria, and then take my rightful place as both, because the mother is Vermil, the father Azurin, which means, yeah, I can see where this is going. We're going to go to war with Vermil for our Azurin blood, and then we're going to go with Azuria for our Vermil blood, and we're going to unite the two kingdoms as one, the two Rathalos become one, legend, prophecy done. Yeah, I see where this is going. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see.
Thanks, Simon.
Now come on, we've got a job to do. That rookie isn't going to train herself, Captain.
Yeah, and this is, I do know about this. They say the tutorial of this game is perfect because you're training somebody else to do it because you have experience and let you still do the tutorial while feeling in control from playing 1 and 2. I love that detail. I hate when it's like, you're the crown prince, you've been a ranger for 20 years. But let's make sure you understand how to do this. You press X to pick an attack and then you attack. But don't you remember? Power beats technique, and if you're going back at, it's better if you're doing that. I love that detail.
Right.
That's it, I swear. That's all I know.
Have you attended to your duties?
Yes, I have. Don't ask that again.
I have.
This is such an honor, Captain. Getting to train under you is nothing short of a dream come true.
Why are you eager? I like that.
We haven't had a chance to talk yet, have we? Good to have you on board. I hear you're an excellent rider for your age.
Cool.
What, me? Heck, it ain't nothing special. Riding's just a part of life is all.
Humble. I like that.
Forget about me, Captain. You're the amazing one. You're the one and only Rathalos rider in all of Azuria. Maybe the world.
Just wait till I have 1,000,000 Rathaloses. That's not gonna matter.
Huh. Well,
Okay, biggest fan.
Wherever you go, I'll follow. Poison swamps, Gypceros nests, you name it, I'm there.
Gypceros. Okay, noted that's how you say that one.
Just take me under your wing.
Hot wing, Rathalos wing.
I am companion enough for the prince, thank you.
Yeah, and you seem like you like your duties. You like your job.
right. Listen up, recruit. Our first stop is Blightstone Woods.
That doesn't sound inviting, but I like it.
That's where we'll begin. You're in inaugural expedition is meant to show you how we Rangers do things.
Yes, I love this. Bring in a new recruit and we teach them, which acts as a tutorial, but doesn't put us in the bad position. Love that detail.
Which means we'll surely be encountering monsters. You'd best prepare accordingly.
Yeah, make sure you bring plenty of potions.
You got it! Aye aye, Captain!
The base. The base is where Rangers gather. Here you can have a meal at the mess, and it acts as a chest for various functions. The chest change appearance, armor color, layered armors. Sorry, I love layered armors. Every game that has stats associated with something should have layer armors. In case you don't know, layered armor basically means you can change the way your armor looks while having its stats. So say you like the way this armor works. It works perfectly, gives you water resistance, it's everything you need, but it's really poofy and you don't like it. Equip the armor from the Demon Dragon because it looks really cool and epic and edgy. You get the stats from the water, but you look the way you look. I love that so many games are doing this now. I hated this before. Sorry. Change companion outfits. Okay, we can change how they look, cool. And view the gallery. Change appearance, so we can change, everything as we want. Cool. If we ever feel like making our hair longer, or changing our eye color for story reasons, we can do that. We can change companion outfits, can't do that in the demo. We can change our armor color. Alright. And we'll just do something simple to match us. There we go. We don't have layer armor, so we can't change that, but a little personality on it. Companion outfits. Unlocked in the full version. At least there seems to be enough of them if we want to change it up. And everybody gets 1 or 2. Neat. Alright. Let's do this, let's get to the game. Yeah, I know, but remember, it's the first, it's the beginning of the game, you're gonna have long cutscenes explaining everything. Azuria Castle. But we'll make the video a little bit longer to compensate. Oh, this is a very well done village. We could talk to everybody, probably no point, but I might do that anyways. But let's get on with the game! See just how good of a combat system this game has. And we have a sword on our back. This is your first mission as a ranger. First, let's ride our monsters to that overlook. Our first mission, ride the monster. Makes sense?
Yes.
Roger, but you know, Captain, I figured my inaugural expedition was going to be in the Blightstone Woods. Right, you are. I'll explain later. I'm the captain, do not question me. Alright, we run. And remember, collect everything. Oh, I love that the footsteps sound heavy. And level up everything from collecting. Nice. Velociprey. Yeah, our first one's Rathlin, not you anymore. The Velociprey around here have been wreaking havoc on the Apanoth ecosystem. As Rangers, we can't let this stand. Slay the Velociprey. When coming in contact with a monster in the field will trigger a battle. That way you can avoid it. It's not like Final Fantasy where you can run around and an enemy pops up. I prefer that. Running into one from behind will guarantee a preemptive strike, but if a monster hits you from behind, you will be surprise attacks. The caution icon will appear over strong monsters. The icon will be 1 or 2 colors depending on the difference in your levels. Yellow means slightly higher, red means much higher. Noted, but I feel like there should be a 3rd color. So this should go from like green to, you can take it, to yellow, might be difficult. Red, you better not, and then there should be like black or something where it's like, you're better off just turning off the game. Okay, battle time!
Handle it together.
Got this.
Alright. The Velociprey, huh? I would call it a perfect opponent to test a rookie's skills. Looks like the Velociprey is aiming for you, Thea. Why don't you try handling this by yourself? Roger, a fleet-footed Velociprey is a contest of speed. Like your bow.
Careful.
When you and your opponent are targeting each other directly, you enter head-to-head. I know that. For the 3 attack types, power beats tech, tech beats speed, speed beats power. Or red beats green, green beats blue, blue beats red. Whatever you prefer. Yeah, I think colors are a little bit better. The 3 different attack types you have are power, technical, speed. Each one of them has a strength and weakness affecting whether you win or lose a head. Power beats tech, tech beats speed, speed beats power. A head-to-head occurs when you and an opponent target one another specifically, gotta keep that in mind, with attacks that have attack types. Because neutral is a thing. Or not neutral, nothing? Special, whatever. Win a head-to-head, deal heavy damage to an opponent, and charge up your kinship gauge. Lose a head-to-head, increases the damage you take.
Keep it up.
But clearly that wasn't the right plan of attack. The opponent used a speed attack too, as such a clash ended in a draw. See the battle line? That shows you when the monster is going to target. It will seem I'm the target. Show them how it's done. Prefer speed, so I don't need to tell you what you gotta do, because I just told you. Okay, this interface. Perfect. Yeah, I know. Third game, you gotta get it right. Then you have status, that shows the effect of everybody. Really nice. And of course, you gotta go tech. Even that's more satisfying. Oh, the graphics on this game is already amazing. Next, aim for a double attack. You and your monster should both use attacks with this type advantage. Yeah, good luck with that. AI is well, it's a problem. If you and your monster win a head-to-head while targeting the same opponent, it will result in a double attack. However, double attacks will not occur if only the rider uses a skill. Noted. I thought monster skills also didn't work. Deals significant damage to the opponent and greatly fills the kinship gauge, as well as stops their attack. That's why it's so good. You can completely negate a one-shot hit with it, if your monster listens. Neither Ratha nor Kagachi? Oh, he dangers. Have attacks with that type advantage against false prey, do they? All you need is belief. No, you don't. At times like this, you just have to switch monsters. Oh, we have more than one? Come, Your Highness, command your Yan Kutku into battle. Selecting monster orders will allow you to choose which skills a monster uses and switch out monster during battle. Monsters can only be switched once per turn. For free. It's not waste your turn, like other games. Yeah, that is nice. Monsters will act on their own without the need for direct orders. Yeah, and they'll screw up almost every time. Like a monster acting on its own will fill the kinship gauge slightly faster than when you give it orders. So basically you want to trust what they'll do, but sometimes you gotta command them. Order Yan Kutku to the front line. From there, command it to use Fireball. Fireball is tech.
Let's go.
A Yan Kutku is no slouch compared to a Velocipede. Let's try a double attack against. You know what you need to execute a double attack now, right? Yep, just use the tech. And they don't let you choose anything else for fun. Okay, the animation is still the same, but it's nice. Very nice. I love it. And it's done. A magnificent display of double attack mastery. Double attacks allow you to deal huge damage and avoid enemy attacks, and boost your kinship. Basically, always do it, if you can win. Am I the only one seeing something come our way? Hey, that's a Velocidrome, yeah, because the head thing's bigger. Jumpin' Poogie Snoots. That's a saying. That's a Velocidrome. Is that the head of the pack? Theo, brace yourself. No wonder this one leads those other crested cuckoos. I don't know what attacks will suffice here. This might be a good time to use a skill. That use kinship gauge. Many skills are powerful, but they consume stamina, not kinship? Maybe this is one of those features that they say is a lot better. Because believe me, it's annoying when it's like, you want to fill up your kinship gauge for your ultimate attack, but you also need it for your skills, but you also can't fill it if your monster's not doing the right thing. So if it's a completely separate bar, then that's going to make this game a million times better.
Careful.
Stamina may recover naturally, but be careful not to overdo it. Active skills. Select skills in a battle to consume stamina and use an active skill. Some skills have an attack type and can trigger a head-to-head under the right conditions. Stamina recovers slightly at the beginning of each turn. The active skills vary according to your weapon. Available actives can be further increased by adding decorations. Now let's see some skills in action. I'll give Charge Tackle a try. Skills have 3 types you can choose from. Pick one with a type advantage. Oh, that's nice. Instead of charge tackle and then you need like speed tackle, it's just charge and pick your type. Interesting. Now this I do know about from 2, but you can break parts. So this one's weak to slash, which is where our sword is, while this is weak to hammer, which we don't have. So we gotta go for the body. Charge, tackle! Yes, I did. I'm amazing. My dual attack skills can reduce a monster's wyvern soul gauge. This makes it easier, or much easier, to slay a monster, so make sure to plug away those wyvern soul gauges. The wyvern soul gauge represents a monster's fighting spirit. Reducing it to 0 will give you a big advantage. How to deplete. Attack with skills, attack while riding, and use kinship skills. So skill or ride. That's important to know. Now, let's move down to Jones Wyvern Soul Gauge. So basically, just keep... Okay, let's see. Charge attack increases charge gauge by 1, noted. Then deal damage to enemy with the weapon element. Charge slash, 15 stamina. Consumes charge gauge to damage one enemy with the weapon element. Requires at least 1 or higher. Consumes the entire gauge, needs 2. Requires 30. Well, why wouldn't I do this? You know? Ow. Ooh, that's a good animation. Strong charge. That looks like it hurt. Hey, Captain Jones acting mighty angry. When enraged, monsters tend to change up their attack patterns. Before warning, attacks tend to also change depending on the monster's form. Monsters will undergo a transformation during battle. When a transformation occurs, the behavior and attacks of the monster will change. For some monsters, other abilities may become enhanced. So, I think what they're saying is now it's not a speed type, so we need to figure out what it is. We're also going to use charge and... Well, if we know it's not doing speed, we can figure this out with Orbo. What I mean is, if we know we can't use tackle, we can only use this. So, technically, I think speed is the best, or, no, power would be best. Because it's not doing speed attacks anymore. So if it's using technical attacks, power will beat it. If it's using power, we'll go neutral. This is the safe option. And it's doing power, so we want speed. Noted, when enraged becomes power. Ooh, that's beautiful. Stagger, topple. There it goes, virus soul gauge of Drum is down. Time to go all out. Finish it with a synchro rush. Ooh. What's this? Oh, that's really cool. Everybody piles on and gets a lot of free damage on it. We did it, Captain! Synchro Rush is deal a ton of damage. Don't miss a chance to unleash one when you can. A Synchro Rush can be activated when a lone monster, alone, is toppled. If you choose not to use the Synchro Rush, the monster will remain toppled. But if you do use it, it inflicts massive damage and greatly charges. So if I remember correctly, topple means for one turn, every attack that hits will crit. Whereas if you use the rush, you might sacrifice damage, but you get to greatly fill your kinship. Also, if they're toppled, they can't attack, so perfect to use items. Risk reward, I like. Oh, and a little win. Levels, S rank. Yeah, I think you got the basics of combat. Yep, I can handle the next battle solo. Glad to hear it, I'll be counting on you. Experience points and monster materials are earned by winning battles. Experience points increases by your monster level. Monster materials can be used to craft. If your hearts reach 0, specifically if you have 0 hearts, they give you 3, but if you lose that last one, you instantly perish. So basically you have 2 lives, not 3. That's important to know. You can then restart at the nearby caravan or other locations. Certain battles will give you the option to retry if defeated. When a battle is finished, HP hearts will be fully recovered, all abnormal stats will be cured, and stamina will be returned. Yes. I know it's supposed to be a feature, But one thing I hate is when you're grinding levels, grinding monsters, or there's a million monsters in your way, and they keep whittling down your HP, take one hit here, take one hit here, you get poisoned, you now lose half your health just walking around, so you have to go back, save, refresh, or use up all your items. The fact that after every battle you're back to zero starting point just means farming is so much better. That's all it does, is it helps with farming, and I love that. I can go from battle to battle to battle and not care. I can hardly believe we took that sucker down. Rightio. We're heading to Overlook, right? Right, we're heading to that Overlook. There's a lookout point there. From there, we'll search for the forest entrance. Alright, because we're an expert, we know where it is, but little Thea here doesn't, so we have to teach her. I see, so that's what the Overlook looks like. Let's go check it out. Yep, and next save point we will stop, maybe. The fundamentals have been added. And don't forget to grab everything you see. Cause you're gonna need it. Here we are, at the Overlook. Now head up to the lookout. Roger, although Captain, I thought a Ratha can't climb to lookout points. She'll be able to fly though.
No.
Correct. I've brought a Tomikadachi, capable of climbing walls. Switching between monsters lets you go all sorts of places. Yeah, that was annoying. It takes like 5 minutes. Hold L1. Select. Oh, that's really quick and easy. And as simple as walking towards the wall. Nice! Greetings, Mechanist. And I suppose this is the fresh face of the Ranger ranks I've been hearing about. Nice to meet you. Name's Thea, the newest Ranger recruit. Who exactly is this kitty, Captain? This is an explorer feline. They travel all over the world, drag up maps wherever they go. Nice. Precisely. We chart maps at lookout points across the land. If you talk to one of us, we'll happily hand over a map. Speaking of which, here's a detailed map of the region I surveyed. A fitting gift for a rookie setting off on her inaugural expedition. Acquired map. So noted, you gotta find lookout points. Oh, thanks so much. Having a map like this will make visiting a new place super easy. Incidentally, allow me to instruct you on how to use lookout points. Can I borrow your spyglass? Well, the prince, I'm pretty sure they can't say no. Why, it would be an honor. You should be able to observe a path through the woods from the spyglass. I want more combat, but again, the beginning is a tutorial.
Let's see.
Now, where is the entrance to Blightstone Woods? Why don't you try looking around? Look to the right. Captain, there's something I want to check out. Then you should look at the icon. Pretty obvious. Blightstone's on the other side of the path. It gets more crystallized the further we go, which means that should be the road to Blightstone. Oh well, you figured it out in no time. Now we know which way we should go. Lookout points can be used to discover all sorts of places. Be sure to look for points of interest when you have time. You can also place markers so you don't forget. Noted. Okay, so find a lookout point, get a map, and the game will tell you there's something here, there's something here, there's something here. This might be important later. I love that. And I missed a jump. I suck. Shut up. Den Protector. Ooh. Gonna check that out later when we get to that part of the tutorial. We're just gonna stay on Kadachi here because probably need to. Collect everything. Always collect. Ooh, what's this? I see special colors and a caravan. The fruit on the tree is ripe for plucking. Maybe we could do some gathering before her inaugural expedition. Could we? Although grabbing fruit is such from a tall tree would be a real poogie of a job. You can count on your modesty on times like this. Hit the tree with a breath or melee attack and make it drop the fruit. Press X to your gathering, I know that. You'll occasionally acquire trade items and trade points while gathering. Trade points can be exchanged for items at the Emporium. Also noted. Well, I'm saying, Captain, I've always wanted to see Ratha's breath attack. Same here. If you insist, here, Ratha, show you how it's done. Riding actions. Circle while riding. Melee attack. Melee attack is a riding action that attacks enemies in front of you. Hit a monster with this action to start the battle at an advantage. Noted. If your level is sufficiently higher than that of the target, melee attacks won't kill it outright. That's gonna make farming even better. Everything they do is correct, is perfect, I love it! Using melee attacks on large gathering points in the wild will acquire large amounts of items. Some walls in the field can also be broken with melee. I hope that's obvious. Breath attack, R2, use breath. Hold R2 and move the camera to aim. Breath is a running action that can hit distant targets. It can be used by monsters that have a breath skill, specifically, and even some that do not. Okay? Like melee attacks, breath can be used to break down large gathering points and destroy walls. So shoot every wall we see, got it. Hitting a monster with breath attack can knock it down and allow you to pick up dropped items. Free gathering. You can also approach a monster you have knocked down to initiate a preemptive strike. So you can stun them. Monsters that are much higher level than you cannot be knocked down by breath. Interesting. Allows you to instantly... you can use it to instantly farm materials. And monsters. I love that. Okay, and auto gather is cool. So if there's blue, you blast it. Noted, Orbo, if there's blue, you blast. And then circles to melee. Cool. Well, so unfortunately, we have to end the video here. Don't want to go too long. But just from this very basic, the combat is going to be fun, and the features are amazing. I can already tell this is going to be great, and we're not even done with the tutorial. Look forward to that next episode. I can't wait. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.